Do y'all remember when Ben Simmons attempted his first three-pointer of his NBA career and we all celebrated like he just found a cure for cancer or something? Who would have thought that it would be downhill from that point on? Guys, welcome back to another video here with NBA Addict TV, where we provide the littest NBA content on the tube. Before we get started, hit that like, subscribe button, let's get straight to the video. So rumors came out the other day that Ben Simmons is fed up with the Sixers organization, which is understandable. When the Sixers unexpectedly lost to the Atlanta Hawks in that Game 7, the entire city of Philadelphia turned on him and put the blame on his shoulders.
Trade Ben Simmons! Trade Ben Simmons! Trade Ben Simmons! I can't believe they lost. Doc Rivers, he's a bum. He's a good guy. He's a bum. Ben Simmons is a bum.
You gotta make your free throws. Play defense, but you gotta hit your free throws.
Even the reporters took shots at him during his post-game interview. And for the next couple of weeks after that tough loss, Ben Simmons heard nothing but how he regressed as a player and maybe his ceiling isn't as high as we all thought. Joel Embiid even stated the turning point for them to solidify closing out the Hawks in Game 7 was when Ben Simmons gave up an open dunk, only down 2 with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, in fear of getting fouled and shooting free throws, which he has been horrendous at in this postseason, with the free throw percentage a career low at 34%. Hey, with the free throw percentage like that, you goddamn right he gonna be the next LeBron. Some say Ben is shooting with the wrong hand, and some say he has completely lost confidence in his shooting ability. Regardless of what the problem is, it is safe to say that the relationship between Ben Simmons and the 76ers are broken beyond repair. And his agent Rich Paul informed Philly that he will not be showing up to the Sixers training camp and that he will not be suiting up for Philly regardless of them willing to have him back on the team this year. And I have no remorse for what the Sixers are going through. After Philly threw him under the bus, his co-star turning on him, and the entire basketball world kicking him while he was down. It's crazy that Philly would think Ben would want to show his face in that locker room again. So the streets been talking, alright? And they're saying that Daryl Morey is asking for way too much for Simmons. It's no secret that Ben has been on the trading block since the end of that Game 7. And after being publicly embarrassed and have the glaring weakness in your game get exposed time and time again, his trade value has greatly diminished. So in the search for a mutually beneficial trade, the options has run dry. But y'all already know, GM NBA Addict TV is here to save the day once again. Now, with how disappointing the Sacramento Kings has been since Luke Walton has taken over as head coach, calls for them to seriously reevaluate the construction of this roster, which I believe they will, considering they took Tyrese Halliburton in last year's draft, alright? Now hear me out. They just picked up Davion Mitchell with the 9th pick, another point guard coming out of Baylor. These are signs that they are going to get rid of De'Aaron Fox sooner than later. Tyrese Halliburton showed this year that he is more than capable of being a starting point guard in the NBA. He is 6'5" and a more natural playmaker than Fox, and shoots it better from the three-point line. In his rookie year, Halliburton averaged 13 points per game, 3 rebounds, 5 assists on 47 field goal percentage, and 40% from 3. And picking up Davion Mitchell was huge considering how he affects the game on the defensive end, spending all 4 years at Baylor and winning a national championship this past college season gives him a bit of experience and maturity that's going to carry on to the NBA level. What many rave about Mitchell is his tenacity and ability to be a lockdown defender regardless if his shot is falling or not, as he led his team in defensive win shares. And more times than not, his shot is wet like water because he shot 51% from the field and 44% from 3 last year. His defensive instincts are going to help the Kings considering they were dead last in defensive rating this past season. Now, adding Ben Simmons to this equation, that just elevates the ceiling for this Kings team because he will be back with a vengeance this year, and I'm not surprised if he will be a top candidate for that Most Improved Player award. Also, let's not forget that Ben was arguably the best defensive player last year. That sometimes gets lost behind his offensive woes. And many may ask, why not just keep Ben and De'Aaron Fox on the same team? Why not get rid of Halliburton or Davion Mitchell? That's a good question. So in this day and age, shooting and spacing is essential for any team's success, and you would want the most reliable and consistent shooters on your squad, and De'Aaron Fox has not proved to be that in his young career. Having De'Aaron Fox and Ben Simmons on the court at the same time would lead to horrible spacing, and it wouldn't make this Kings team any better than it was last year. And we all know Ben would succeed most in a system where he is surrounded by shooters. Why not have Ben Simmons on the court with Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Davion Mitchell, giving him legit weapons to work with, so he has the space to succeed, and hopefully all that off-season footage we've been watching gets put to use finally. Now, like I said earlier in the video, this trade is mutually beneficial. Philly fans, you guys finally get that dynamic point guard to take the offensive load off Joel Embiid's shoulders so he isn't so exhausted in the fourth quarter. Although it is indeed a defensive downgrade with De'Aaron Fox, what he brings to the Sixers offensively may balance out what they lose on defense. Last year, Fox averaged 25 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists on 47 field goal percentage and 32% from 3. Fox can straight up hoop and is arguably the fastest player in the NBA on a fast break. Playing alongside Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, Seth Curry is going to open up the floor for Fox to fully take advantage of the offense. Last year, the Sixers were the best team in the Eastern Conference, and there is no doubt they're looking to have that same type of success once again during the regular season. So with Ben Simmons completely out on the Sixers, Daryl Morey needs to make a move now. And with that being said, guys, let me know your opinion on this whole Ben Simmons situation. And Daryl Morey, hit my line if you need any advice. And let me know if there's other teams that should make a play at the young all-star. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that post notification button, and most importantly, make sure to come back if you appreciate this type of content. And I'll see y'all next video.